Our topic tonight, cancer and the law, dealing with asbestos exposure cases, specifically mesothelioma, lung cancer, ovarian cancer. Pat Cahey, an expert in this area, joining us tonight, so certainly can answer your questions. We're going to turn now back to the phone lines. Understand that Mary in Central Point is on the line. Mary, we appreciate your call. Go right ahead.
Yes. Can you hear me?
We
Yes,
can hear
ma'am.
you. Yes.
Okay. So I'm a stepdaughter of a man that worked on a railroad and through steel workers and stuff like that. But he died of brain cancer, and then my brother died of cancer. Those are his biological children. But then my sister has to get tested every year for cancer, but they said I'm not eligible for those cancer insurance because I'm not a biological child of his.
And so tell me, Mary, if you will, so what exactly is your question? Should you be eligible for those insurances? Is that your question?
Yes, that is my question.
Okay, and this was your stepfather,
Right.
who had these and his biological children. Okay, Pat, your response to Mary on that question.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure what kind of insurance you're dealing with there, but in a strict sense, if you develop mesothelioma, lung cancer, ovarian cancer, or colon cancer, stomach cancer, you have a right to a lawsuit in Alabama. You can file 2 years from the date of diagnosis or 2 years from the date of death. And that is something that I think you need to be aware of there. I can't address your policies unless I could actually see them, but the way we handle asbestos cases is people that have one of those cancers: mesothelioma, ovarian cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer, stomach cancer, or even laryngeal or esophageal cancer. Those cancers will qualify for asbestos settlements. Both you can have an in-court case, and then you can also qualify for out-of-court settlements that we have in place with asbestos companies that have set up funds for that purpose.
Pat, have there been occurrences that you're aware of where people had second-hand exposure, like a family member coming in with the asbestos on their clothing, something like that, and people been exposed to asbestos in that manner?
That's a great question.
Right. In the asbestos world, what Kirby just described is fairly common. It's what we call secondary household exposure. It's usually where a housewife did her husband's work clothes for 20 or 30 years, and then 20, 30, 40 years later she develops mesothelioma, lung cancer, or ovarian cancer. So that is fairly common. I have had at least 50 women in Alabama that died of mesothelioma from handling their husband's work clothes. The husband typically works someplace like a shipyard in Mobile, steel plant here in U.S. Steel here in Birmingham, or one of the TVA plants, or many plants along the Tennessee River. It's very common. Any man who brings asbestos home on his clothes, it doesn't happen very much now, but up until about 1990, it was common for men who came home every night to have asbestos on their clothing.
Wow.
Something for Mary to be aware of because she was in that household.
Yes, absolutely.
That's correct. Yeah. That's correct. And even children can be exposed that way as well.
Wow. Well, Mary, thank you so much for calling in to ask that question. Just helped to broaden our knowledge about that. So thank you for your question, and hopefully that gave you some direction in terms of what you're seeking the information. Thank you for calling.